The Mobile Legends rank problem. Mobile Legends has many ranks from Warrior to Mythical Immortal. However, there are problems about these ranks, so let's just directly dive into it. Let's see, so the problem with Mobile Legends is that despite having all the many ranks, Warrior, Elite, Master, Grandmaster, Epic, most people just stay on ranks like Legend and Mythic. Yeah, they're not as hard as before now. Whereas in other MOBAs, there are still a considerable number of players in lower ranks. The difference is probably caused by the fact that Mobile Legends is like the easiest MOBA game to ever exist. No, I mean like seriously, Mobile Legends is the easiest MOBA game, whereas games like League is harder, and that's why it's so easy to get rank inflation here. Now, what do I mean by rank inflation? Basically, it's when everyone can get higher ranks no matter what, skilled or not. Which makes that rank not quote-unquote higher rank anymore. Just like money, inflation makes it worth less, which is exactly what is happening in Mobile Legends. Most players being in higher ranks for no reason is also causing ranks like Epic and Grandmaster and other lower ones to be rampant with bots for faster matchup. And yeah, I mean literal AI bots as your teammates in-game sometimes. I tested that theory with my alternate account like in my Dark System video. The first Argus match had AI bots on my team, so yeah, I can confirm it. And because it's so easy, some people could also just quite literally just spam rank even if they don't have the skill, and they could rank up. You just need a whole lot of time in this game. And for players who don't spam and actually want to improve, it's hard because of how this game works. I mean, I'm pretty sure players would put more thought into playing instead of being blank-minded if the game was at least harder. So if there's rank inflation, isn't there supposed to be a prevention system by Moonton to obviously prevent it? Like capitalism or something? Well, yes, but you see, it's the Dark System itself that is the prevention measure. If you haven't heard of the Dark System, it's a secret system that people theorizes happens to give us unfair matchup and sabotage ranking up. Have you ever been about to rank up from your rank and then you intentionally get matched up with stronger enemies? Yeah, that's the Dark System. It basically matches you up with less capable teammates every time you rank up too fast, or when you're about to go up from your rank. On the hindsight, that's bad, but it has a function. It's trying to keep players on all ranks, so that all ranks have players on them. Well, even if it doesn't do a very good job on it. Although that's just my theory, but the system indeed does help keeping players in a rank. There's a saying that says, people who complain about the Dark System are the Dark System themselves, and I absolutely agree with that. Why? You see, other than the lack of skill, therefore, they can rank up. Even if they don't lack skill, their skills would still be the same as their average players in that rank. And because of the Dark System, most players I see become tired and desperate. And they become the Dark System instead. It's an endless cycle. When they're tired and desperate, they play worse than they're supposed to, and suddenly playing against a higher ranked player doesn't help them improve either. It's already very hard to improve in Mobile Legends or MOBA games in general. The difference between one rank and another is so big. For example, Mythic and Mythical Glory is so different. So the learning curve is also so much. One way to learn is to sometimes fight against and team up with higher ranked players with balanced matchup. But no, Moonton wants us to fight higher ranked players without fair matchup instead, so that we get addicted to the game. And yeah, I've matched up with like 800-star players while playing on Mythical Glory 60 stars. This is not me complaining about rank myself, of course, considering I've reached the highest rank. But the point is that the learning curve is so steep that they made the game easier instead. If Legend players were put in lower ranks, they would put more effort psychologically, and rank inflation would happen less, especially if they managed the game better instead of making it generally easier. And yeah, if players were put on lower ranks, they probably would psychologically put more effort instead of being blatantly arrogant. Most Mobile Legend players just don't think much about the game because of how easy the game is generally, which is also why they don't improve much. Most Mythical Immortal or Mythical Glory players being able to dominate lower ranks like Legend or sometimes lower Mythic with no issue And getting 20 to 30 kills per match is an example of the very steep difference between them. And that's also exactly what I did. You see, like in the Dark System video, I've pretty much dominated Legend rank and low Mythic pretty easily using the right heroes. And they couldn't do much against me even if I'm using a hero players never use. I also think that Mobile Legends is kind of losing players, considering they have to match up some players in ranks like Epic with bots. And because they match up epics or lower ranks with bots, I'm pretty sure they're very aware that they're losing players. But rather than quote-unquote pretty sure, I needed to be certain. I searched things up and I found a graph of Moonton's Mobile Legends income. And yeah, that's in millions of United States dollars. Their income pretty much fell off on 2022 after the pandemic and is consistently losing more on 2023. Unfortunately, we couldn't see what is 2024 because this is the only consistent income graph I can find about this topic and it only reaches 2023. But if I were to assume, there would be less players in 2024 too. By the way, if you haven't noticed, Mobile Legends also isn't on top of mobile game rankings and isn't even on top 25. And Mobile Legends income is also way lower than the top ones who get billions of dollars. This might surprise some people, but it's not really surprising. If you know that Mobile Legends is only popular in like 3 countries. Now then, with how many events Moonton is putting up right now, and considering some people would want to help Moonton's income, I suggest this top-up site for you. Anyways, Loot Bar is a website which you can top up diamonds for a 21% cheaper price, plus another 8% discount if you're a new user. Loot Bar is also trusted by Trustpilot with an almost perfect score. You also only need to enter your user ID and server, like what I'm doing here, and then click on the Top Up Now button, and the price will appear here with a discount. After you buy it, you have to wait for 3 to 5 minutes or sometimes more. If you use my link in the description or pinned comment, you'll get another 8% discount, so yay, top up. Moving on, back to the topic, considering that they aren't losing that drastic amount of players, it also means that most of the literal AI bots you get teamed up with in ranks like Epic or Legend is still mostly caused by rank inflation. So yeah, rank inflation is kind of a big problem. They really need to rework and fix the Dark System if they want to make it work, or just straight up make another system. Oh yeah, talking about the Dark System, Philippines server is the worst. People there talk all the time, and it won't end until the game ends. I understand that other servers talk too, but Philippines server just talks a lot more. And yeah, like a lot more. Besides that, PH server is very crafty. Like even in higher ranks, someone could more often than other servers use very funny heroes. Besides that though, the conclusion is that they have to fix how ranks work because making more ranks literally won't do anything. It will just be like this again since people can just move up the ranks by spamming. Disclaimer, let me know what you think they should do in the comments, and I can be wrong. That's all, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.